All right, here's my review of Andy's guitar. Excuse my hair, I just woke up. But I've been playing it this morning, and I often play and practice early in the morning when I first get up. I don't know how many of you do that, but I kind of like it. Gets my brain going in the morning, have a cup of coffee and practice a little bit. And I've been playing Andy's guitar this morning, and I just want to share a few thoughts with you about it. Andy sent me this guitar to evaluate. It's not my guitar and I didn't order it, but he just wanted to know what I thought. And I think it's an amazing guitar. If I had ordered it and received it, I would be ecstatic. I think it's a top-notch guitar. All the construction and craftsmanship is A1 perfect, man. The pegs are done incredibly well. I've already mentioned that in another video. They're friction pegs, but they work really well, and they're not problematic at all. I would have no issues going on stage with this and doing alternate tunings and stuff like that. It'd be fine. You do have to learn how to use friction pegs. Bear that in mind if you order a guitar with pegs and you haven't ever owned one. There's just some things that you have to realize, like by holding the neck like this and pushing a little bit in as you tune the guitar up, little things like that. But this guitar you don't have to fight it. In some older vintage guitars, maybe the pegs haven't been maintained, and sometimes you have to wrestle with it a little bit. I think the pegs keep this guitar ultra light. It's a Nomex double top, which is usually something that's done for classical guitars, modern classical guitars. But this guitar has a Nomex double top. It has two tops with some space age honeycomb material in between it. And I think that it's contributing to this one major aspect of this guitar that I really love. And that is that it doesn't get honky when you go to the open G string. When you're crossing over strings, maybe playing melodies or scales where you cross over from the fourth string to the third string to the second string, and you notice kind of a mid-range bump on a lot of guitars, right? When you hit the G string, this doesn't have it. It doesn't even have a hint of it. And I think that has something to do with the Nomex double top construction. I might be wrong. It just doesn't stay as clear as a bell, kind of like a piano. It just, as you transition from note to note on a piano, you don't have any of those kind of problematic things. Now, I will say that mid-range bump, that thing that happens on the third string, a lot of guitarists it happens so often that we've learned to live with it and use it as another color in the guitar. But I'm kind of, so used to it that it really was noticeable to me on this guitar that it didn't have it, and I didn't have to do anything to change my approach to things as I played stuff that's going to use that open G or that first position area on the G string. The Bach that I played is in G minor, so it kind of really pushes the concept that it doesn't have that kind of hollow tone, almost clarinet-like tone on that area of the range, So, hats off to Andy. I thank you for sending me this guitar. Because I haven't been sure myself if double tops were right for flamenco, but I can safely say, after playing this guitar, that Nomex double tops in a flamenco guitar are totally acceptable and may be advantageous. Um, I think on this particular guitar, the action could be a hair lower and it would be more flamenco sounding. I think he probably kept it high because I kind of have a way of digging into the guitar, and maybe he thought it would be buzzing a little too much. I don't really hear a hint of that myself. But you know, things like action, we're talking like less than a millimeter or something. So anyway, Andy, you've become a master builder, and I'm super, super, super excited to see where things go with your lutherie skills. My gosh, it's really something spectacular. And you know, if you're thinking about a flamenco guitar, you better give Andy a call and put him on your list, because he's heading up there with the big dogs. This guitar holds its own easily against every other guitar that I've got. And that's it, man. Give Andy a call. Thank you, Andy, for sending the guitar. It's very inspiring to play it. And have a beautiful week, everybody.